he doesn't tell me shit.
Hi, I'm Mr. Jesse Milestone. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I have some lyrics for you. All right, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. On what? Who holds the devil accountable? What bastard in hell is going up and be like, hey, Satan, you're like 5 souls behind your quota this month? You gonna do something? Yeah, who does that? No, the guy who wants the bigger pineapple shoved up his ass. That's who does that. 10 points to anyone who can tell me what movie that reference is.
Little Nicky.
Bam! Yes! Wow, I love you guys. It's amazing. The late 90s, early 2000s live in this room. And that's all that matters to me. I was on my way up here. I drove past a Ross that was next to a Goodwill. And I'm wondering, what was the marketing concept there? Ross, dress for less. Then, dress for even less. Okay. You guys know about resting bitch face, right? Yeah? I don't have that. I have active bitch face. Which is why it's incredibly impressive that the same guy has been dating me for a solid 1.5 years now. Crazy. And it's really a testament. He's either the most patient guy in the world, or the roofies have been working. But I'll tell you, you learn a lot about a person in that time. I've learned that he loves brunch. It comes up like multiple times a day, right? His favorite drink is a pina colada with strawberry sauce in it. And he is completely obsessed with musical theater. He has a shower curtain in his bathroom, covered in the titles of musicals. So what I've learned in this time is that my boyfriend is gay. And you learn about yourself in a relationship, right? So what I've learned about myself, apparently, is that I'm a man.
Oh, shit.
Except you already knew that. Hooray. Yeah, good times. No, he's a wonderful guy, though. He is a wonderful guy. He's very patient. He's very tolerant. Because my path in life, he's very supportive of everything that I do, which is crazy. Because my path is not exactly linear. Like right now, my job description is U.S. fencing referee and YouTube personality. Thank you. Wonderful. Those are the 2 ways in which I make my primary income at this moment. Yes. And while I've only modestly successful on YouTube so far, 14,000 subscribers, Mindless Entertainment if you guys want to be one of them. But what I'm learning is that even with moderate notoriety on YouTube, I am having famous people problems without famous people perks. So when I go through LAX, I still have to go through like a normal person, but I got buckets of stalkers, like heaps of them. My hair has its own Twitter. I don't know who made that. That's real. Also, I also deal with like female YouTube things. That's something that happens. Comments that start out with, I'm not trying to be offensive, but... And then he goes on to describe in unnecessary detail exactly what he thinks my butthole is like. Yeah. I'm like, in what world is that not offensive? That's like me saying, look, I'm not racist, but... And then saying the N-word about 5,000 times. That's not cool. And refereeing, not much more exciting. That's like standing on my feet up to 12 hours a day getting screamed at by kids with swords and their crazy Russian coaches. Super fun. Sometimes I get to be in a giant room with thousands of people, and I have to yell the names of 2 and get their attention, which is great when one of the fencers' last names is NG. How do you say that name? Strip 4, I need fencers Adams and where are you? Nobody knows what you're saying. If they hear you at all, they just think you have a dick in your mouth. The travel perks. I get to go to exotic locations like Milwaukee and Detroit. Conan. Anyone know what country Conan is in?
No.
Exactly. Super fun. I just got to spend 10 days in St. Louis with 1,000% humidity, thunderstorms, tornadoes, and some angry French dude giving me death glares the entire time. Super fun. Now I've got PNAS. What is that? That stands for Post-National Antisocial Syndrome. That means that I hate people more than I usually do, and I'm struggling with everyday tasks. I was trying to find a shirt in my drawer the other day, tore through that bitch for like 10 minutes, very, very mad because I knew that goddamn shirt was in there. Turns out, I already took that shirt out, put it on my bed. Yep, not great. Why do I do this to myself? There are some upsides. I'm friends with an Olympian. That's pretty cool. Our relationship started with the line, "Let's see if you taste as good as you look," which I was saying to my lunch. But let me tell you, 100% super professional to whisper that back and forth to each other whilst working with small children. And I have made a lot of really solid, good friends doing this. There's a wonderful woman I room with at a lot of the tournaments. She's an ex-Mormon. And she's come a long way since those days. Last time I walked into the room, she was straddling a man, and she was blowing him. I said, "Hey." She said, "Mmm." There's a callback. And you know, I'd be lying if I said there weren't some fun little quirks in the different cities we visit. St. Louis, for example, the St. Louis City Museum, essentially a massive museum-sized jungle gym for all ages with a 10-story slide in it. They serve alcohol and inexplicably don't require you to sign a waiver. Madness. And then there's Milwaukee, where the escalator going down into the convention center has a button at the top that says "Push to play polka." You push the button, it plays polka music. You ride down the escalator, and if it wasn't a joyous enough experience riding the escalator to polka music, there's the face of the guy working at the bottom who has to spend all day looking at polka music. If you want to stop the next mass shooting, just buy that guy a drink. That's it. That's all. And then there's Salt Lake City. Good old Salt Lake City. In which, when you would like to cross the street, you have to take a flag so that people know not to hit you or something. I was crossing the street without a flag because I'm a rebel. And I was almost struck by a motor vehicle. Came screeching to a halt and peels away as soon as I'm clear of the car. Her boyfriend shouts out the window to date, the dumbest thing I have ever heard. He shouts, "Use a fucking flag!" So I respond the only logical way, "Suck my fucking dick!" I think I won that one.
Suck a dick!
Suck my dick. Thank you. Alright, guys, do you wash your hands after you pee? Do you? No? Not really? Okay, because this is a thing, right? It seems like a thing that all chicks are supposed to wash their hands after we pee. Like, that's gross. Oh my god, wash your hands after you pee. Guys, it's like, whatever. Alright, if we do it right, we're not touching anything except for toilet paper. And there should be a solid layer of that toilet paper between us and the pee we're absorbing. Guys, you put your dick in your hand when you pee. Your dick full of your dick juices and possibly pee and etc. Right? That, you should wash that. I don't want that hand coming out and like touching my face. That's your dick pee hand and that's my pink eye. Fuck. Don't do that. I will leave you with one thought after that glorious rant. You guys ever use a bidet? Alright, if you haven't, imagine a toilet that pees on you. I'm Jesse Milestone. You can find me on YouTube at Mindless Entertainment. You guys are wonderful. And I am a woman.
Another round of applause.